15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now the rookie's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And for a while when this place opened,
all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Second and goal from inside the 5. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 3, second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On play action. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, that's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go again with Gibson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So the extra point good, and a roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Yeah, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That one caught by Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch twist. Check.
Gibson. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take the 7-point lead. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now Crosby for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. The give is to Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. first down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
They should have put a stamp on
And he
me in the
will
locker
get
room.
this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Tua to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
51's the mic. Here it comes.
Tagovailoa gets this to Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's our time. Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Tua. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 9's the mic. 9's the mic. I'm
Now Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw is Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing. You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were